Greetings, everyone. This is the Hipster Snek, and we are back with more big, beautiful women giantess dating action. We are well on our way to getting, well, closer to the stats that we're ultimately going to need, but this week we're going to take a little bit of a breather. Thankfully, we can't fail at sleeping, so at least I have that going for me. No one. Actually, yeah, I let my HP get really low. Okay, now we should actually be good to do something. Saturday's a good day to socialize. Yeah, let's go see how Ifumi's doing. Ifumi and I are waiting in line just outside a hospital. I'm sitting on her shoulder as she looks through emails on her phone. It's far more packed than I expected. None of the giants here look injured. I'm guessing most of them are new arrivals. The only people who look injured here are the other tinies. Some have broken limbs, others are in full body cast you see in cartoons. How is this possible? Isn't the shock absorber supposed to protect against things like this? Line inches forward and Ifumi points to the guy in the full body cast. Psst, Naya, what do you think happened to that guy? I don't know, and it's rude to stare. I'm gonna ask. No! Pull on her hair to try and steer her away, but she remains undeterred. Excuse me. She turns another blonde giant, cradling the tiny in her lap. What happened to him? And it's curled into a ball and hide behind Ifumi's hair. Just go to your happy place, you're not affiliated with her. After a few seconds, Ifumi turns back and starts groping her hair for me. Naoya, get out of there. No, you're embarrassing me. Ifumi raises her voice. Naoya, I told you to stop sniffing my hair. I am not! Burst out of her hair and set on her shoulder again. Don't believe her lies. I wave my arms in front of the hospital staff. I'm not a hair sniffer. Nobody pays attention to me. Nobody even turns their head. I don't know whether to be relieved or scared. So, I sit back down. What did the lady say? She sat on her boyfriend. Ifumi giggles. Did he have a shock absorber on? Nope. He wanted to take it off, said it made things more exciting. Oh, this species is too dumb to live. You know what? I don't feel bad for him anymore. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I kind of feel like I could use this as the screenshot of this episode. Are you guys really into being sad? Why you gotta call me out like that, Ifumi? Okay, like, I can kind of explain this one as someone who has dated big women. It's the closeness, the intimacy. You like, first of all, big girls who are watching / listening / being forced to listen at gunpoint by a very oddly motivated home invader. It's the closeness and intimacy. And even if you are a big lady, sitting on a guy is probably not going to hurt him. And I can say that in confidence because there's a difference in how the weight situates. Like, it's not the same thing as a boulder. Okay, with a big rock or something, the weight is very, very concentrated. So the weight is being distributed over a relatively small area given the density of the stone. Now, with the human body is mostly soft, spongy material. Like, the only really, really hard parts would be like the skeletal structure. So if a big lady sits on a guy's lap, then her weight's being distributed over a relatively large area. And, like, it really isn't going to hurt them. The only exception that I can conceive of is if the guy had some kind of medical condition that made him particularly frail. But, like, yeah, it's the closeness, it's the intimacy, and it's like a bonding thing, you know, being close to that person. I mean, I'm sure most of this guys in here is that at least a little bit. Really now. One moves forward once more. We're one person away from being on the front of the line. Why is that? Men like butts. Some men like big butts. Some men like really big butts. Nope, never mind. I think this is the thumbnail for this episode. Interesting. What category does my butt fall under? It's a choice, so I have to save. Honestly, like, I would say Hifumi is big. But, like, maybe not very big. Like, I actually think Yu has significantly larger hips than Hifumi does. And Maya is just kind of, like, round all over. I kind of feel like big is like the correct answer here. I'm gonna trust my instincts on this one. Big. It's pretty big, but it's not the biggest I've seen in Yotenshi. Who's bigger? You. Ah, this is enormous. I have no idea how it got so huge. Maybe it's from all the ramen she eats. We may have to start going to her shop. I'm down to go anytime. Yeah, thanks, Naya. You really want a bigger butt that badly? Absolutely. Hifumi pats her butt. Why? Gotta balance out these sweater puppies somehow. Yep, you know, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I went more Shredder than Thanos there, didn't I? Plus, I'm sure my boyfriend would love the extra cushioning. Feel my heart plummet into my stomach. My head starts to vibrate as the back of my neck comes drenched in sweat. You have a boyfriend? No, I don't. Sorry, I meant my future boyfriend. Ah, I see. I take a deep breath and feel my parasympathetic nervous system start to kick in. My body begins to relax as relief washes over me. Hifumi and I stand in silence for a bit. So are you going to do anything else to get your butt bigger? Maybe some squats. Definitely ask Yu if she has anything specific. Got a specific size in mind. I don't know. we asked her about this back on the ship concerning her cup size, and she just said bigger. So I think Hifumi, there is a word for it, and I can't remember what it is. There is a word for it where, like, there actually is like a psychological condition where they want to get bigger, like not necessarily fatter, but like bigger in every single possible way to like fill up as much space as possible. Like it's a whole thing. It's supposed to be like in response to trauma. So like, I don't even know how, I think Hifumi's just weird. Honestly, I don't think she has like a weird traumatic experience to explain in that respect. I just think she's kind of in her own world and may happen to coincidentally share some of those characteristics. I just think being big, is that weird? Not at all. I think it's cute, actually. Thank you. I thought Hifumi had a boyfriend for a moment and didn't cry. I feel more courageous now. We soon make it up to the front of the line. Hifumi slides her form up to the receptionist. Let's see here, Hifumi Goji. The receptionist looks up at us. Are you here for yourself or your boyfriend? 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 Yeah, what did you do about him? I didn't do anything to him, honest. You don't have to hide anything, dear. I've seen it all. Is one of his friends stuck inside you? No, no buddies inside me. Good. Receptionist sighs. Already had to pull 3 tinies out today. 3? It's 10 a.m. Degeneracy doesn't have a bedtime. That line goes unnecessarily hard. Just saying. Just here for a checkup, then. You got one here when you first moved in. Hifumi nods. I'm still growing. I just need to make sure that everything's okay. Let me see. Receptionist nods, stamps the form, and gives Hifumi a number. Take this and wait your turn. Hifumi nods, accepts the number, and sits. A few minutes pass and a little jingle plays. Hifumi and I look up at one of the TVs outside and see 68 displayed. My turn. Huh, that's almost my favorite number. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hifumi pokes me in the stomach. I fall back down under her shoulder, clutching my stomach. She gets up and is escorted into the doctor's office by a nurse. Okay, please take your shoes off. I need to chart your height. You know, the game dev already told me that this was not the case, but like with the reused asset for the teacher is like, it's funny to me because like in my head, I think it'd be really funny if the actual explanation was it was the teacher all the time, but she was just like doing random things to like keep tabs on what we were up to. So she's like just putting on different costumes and running from one part of Yotenshi to the other. That's just very funny to me. I can't help it. Absolutely. Hifumi takes her shoes off and presses her back against the wall. The nurse narrows her eyes and points her pen at me. Is he supposed to be here? Oh yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about him. You say so. The nurse reaches up towards a little device on a wall and pulls it down until it hits the top of Hifumi's head. 1,610 centimeters. She jots it down on a clipboard. Yes, another 4 meters! Hifumi pumps her fist. Please step onto the scale. Hifumi sheepishly stands on the scale and watches the number slowly rise. 10,000 kilograms, 15,000 kilograms, 20,000, 25, 30, 35,000 kilograms. It eventually stops at 40,857 kilograms. I don't even want to do the conversion math for that. For us Freedom Landers, that would be... Well, it would be over 90,000 pounds. Hifumi grabs me off her shoulder and places on the counter next to her. Scale drops to 4787. 40,000. Shh, don't say it out loud. Just rolls her eyes and presses down to Hifumi's weight regardless. I thought you wanted to get bigger. Well, yeah, it's still embarrassing to have your weight read out loud. Sure. Alright, doctor should be in shortly. The nurse walks out and reappears 2 seconds later, now sporting a doctor. I was right! I was right! I have been vindicated! You're the doctor too? Yeah, not a problem? No, that's just impressive. And redundant, but okay. Doctor smiles. Thanks, lay it on me. What's ailing you? If we spends the next 10 minutes going over everything she thinks the doctor should know. How her growth spurt feels, how long she's been growing, how much she's eating. I see, that really is unusual. She folds her arms. So far, you're the only recorded case of someone growing longer than 2 months. Is that a bad thing? Should I be worried? Not necessarily. Are your joints or muscles aching? Ifumi shakes her head. Let me see. Doctor pulls her head in closer to Ifumi and starts examining her skin. There's no bruising anywhere. Growing that fast for that long, you'd think there would be stretch marks or something, but... She squeezes Ifumi's arms in various places. Everything feels in place. She puts her stethoscope on Ifumi's back and starts listening to Ifumi's heartbeat. Yeah, 'cause you're not going to get it from the front side, let me tell you. Breathe in slowly. Ifumi inhales. Out. Ifumi exhales. Breathing and heartbeat sound normal. Doctor puts a heavy smock and some sunglasses on Ifumi before picking me up. Stand still, okay? Doctor pulls out a device and places it in front of Ifumi. Okie dokie. The doctor steps outside the room for a moment and hits a switch. She goes back in after counting to 10 and pulls the smock and glasses off Ifumi. Decided to quick x-ray to be sure. Find anything weird? The doctor puts me back on the counter and puts the smock and glasses back on in a drawer. Let's see. The doctor pulls an x-ray sheet out from a printing device attached to the wall. Nope, every bone looks healthy. Nothing looks too big or too small. With 2 very noteworthy exceptions. Ifumi sighs with a smile. That's a relief. Does anything feel uncomfortable? Are you in pain anywhere? Nope, I feel fine. Heck, I've felt better since I started growing. That's good. Please give us updated in case you start feeling any unusual pains. Is there any way to know when or if I'll stop growing? Unfortunately not. The doctor shakes her head. You're still a pretty small giant, all things considered, and Jotun should finish construction at Class 5 ward long before you get that big. I wouldn't worry about getting too big for the city. But let's say hypothetically that I wanted to get bigger faster. What should I do? We don't do that bone lengthening surgery here. I'd recommend you don't get it done anywhere. No, you misunderstand. I'd never get that done. I was just wondering if there was a specific diet or exercises I could do. Just keep eating well-balanced meals, get plenty of calcium and vitamin D in particular. Tiny or giant, you can't grow without food, so keep eating. Will do. Need anything else while you're here? Ifumi shakes her head. Nope, I'm good. She points to me. My buddy broke his... his her giant sat on him. The doctor sighs. Not again! Whip it out. Let's see the do. She's lying. I've never been sat on by a giant. I've had some things happen to me because of giant women, but not that one. The doctor glares at Ifumi. Please don't lie in my clinic. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Good, now get out. Ifumi pays the clinic, and we get booted back outside. That was productive. A horrific roar erupts from Ifumi's stomach. Guess it's snack time. Ifumi starts wandering over to a crepe place. Want some crepes now? Yeah, my treat. Crepes aren't a balanced meal. What do you mean? Of course they are. The batter has eggs with tons of protein and milk, which has calcium and vitamin D. The fruit crepes are good sources of fiber and vitamin C. The tuna crepes have those omega-3 fats. All crepes are totally healthy. It's not 100% how it works, but you know what? I like your reasoning. Ifumi, those have so much sugar, they aren't healthy at all. Ifumi shrugs her shoulders. I'm not worried about little sugar. Most of my fat goes to my boobs anyway. I start to smell iron again. Suppose a few crepes wouldn't hurt. That's more like it. That's the Naoya I know. More like Naoya just has very particular weaknesses, and you know how to push his buttons. Ifumi continues trekking towards the crepe plates with a huge smile on her face. What's so funny? What do you mean? I'm not laughing. You have this huge grin on your face. The crepes can't be that good. Oh, they are. That's not why I'm smiling, though. Elaborate. I was just reminiscing. Remember I used to give you piggyback rides on the way home from school? Yeah, those are good times. I can still remember everything about it. Her weight, her softness, her scent. I can even remember how the wind felt those days. Even in my dreams, I can still remember those piggyback rides clear as day. Please don't tell me you want another one. Pfft, relax, I'm not going to ask for a piggyback ride. Ifumi rests her hand on me. You've done enough for me. It's my turn to give you rides. What have I done for you? Ifumi just glances at me with a knowing smile and arrives in the crepe line. What do you want in your crepe? I decided to drop the topic and spend the rest of the afternoon chatting with Ifumi over some crepes. In 6 hours, I had 2. She had 200. That seems about right. Okay, so as I recall, Maya's ending, I believe, has no courage check, and I believe I want to say intelligence is now as high as it needs to be, and charisma and empathy still have a ways to go. So, why don't we focus on empathy, as that is Maya's preferred trait. Yodenshi's international relations and economy are currently regulated by the federal government of the United States. The city is allowed to have its own government for internal regulation, because you can never have too many layers of bureaucracy. Yodenshi has a unique bicameral legislature, as well as a mayor that is currently not subject to term limits. Yodenshi's legislature has two chambers, the House and the Senate. The House has 50 seats and a certain amount of seats allocated to each city ward depending on population. Currently, normal-sized people have 5, Class 1 giants have 10, Class 2 have 18, Class 3 have 9, Class 4 giants have 7 seats, and Class 5 giants have only 1. That is super bizarre. I don't even know what to say to that. The House currently has no term limit, with terms being 4 years. Well, that's a problem, because all elected positions should have term limits on a regardless basis, but that's just me being silly and, using common sense. The Yotenshi Senate only has 25 seats, which are open to anyone. The Senate also has no term limits, with terms being 6 years. 13 of the senators are Class 5 giants, 4 are Class 4, 3 are Class 3, 2 are Class 2, and 2 are Class 1 giants, and only 1 is a normal-sized human. Does anyone have any opinions on this? Notice any flaws, any critiques? Professor looks around the room. You there, Jacket Boy. You look like you enjoy giving your opinion. Well, I am a YouTuber, so... What do you think of the size quotas for the House? This is a prompt, so once again, save. Now, here's the thing. In reality, height and size are immutable characteristics. There's very little you can do to alter them. They are just aspects of what you are, not who you are. And in an ideal world, the leaders of any nation or city-state should be people who have a mind to make life better for the citizenry. That's not how it works in real life, because a lot of corruption and evil people exist. Making size quotas, like, maybe it's like a thing where, like, yeah, if you have the quotas, you can avoid certain types of bias. Like, mandating that there has to be at least, like, 1 Class 5 giant or something. I understand the mindset, because you have to represent the people, and if you're not actually representing the people, then what do you have? You'd have the United States Congress, but I digress. Now, I get it, but I philosophically object to it, because it's nonsense. And the reason I'm arguing that it is because the people with the ideas to make the nation grow and prosper and flourish such that I'm really trying not to get on a political soapbox here, but you're making this really hard for me. You need people who understand the issues, who understand what the issues impact, and also what they impact downstream. Most politicians do not have this in real life. In an ideal world, there should not be size quotas or things like that, which is really the point I'm trying to drive at here. So, I'm like, what, 20 minutes in? Like, who cares? All politicians are corrupt, evil, money-laundering scum. I hate all of them, and they're all bought and paid for by the megacorps who are in bed with the politicians. So, yeah, that's your hot political take for the day, is they're all evil, there are no exceptions. Anyone who has political ambitions should be immediately disqualified from ever taking a political seat. I disagree with any quotas. I was closing my eyes that you smile at me. To elaborate, the city is a democracy, is it not? Shouldn't we be allowed to vote for who we want, regardless of size? If I don't like any tiny candidates, I should be allowed to nominate a giant to represent me. Just because someone's bigger than me doesn't mean they can't represent me. Excellent argument. The professor nods. Good work. I feel closer to Yu now. Okay. I didn't know I was sharing this class with Yu, I'll be honest. The teacher offers a little golf clap, then dismisses us. That was interesting. Like, I was just... Oh, yeah, I should talk to my parents. Hey, Mom, how's it going? You okay? Are you eating well, getting asleep? You haven't been going to any parties, have you? Mom skips the pleasantries and starts embodying me with questions about my well-being. Like, perfectly fine. I haven't been going to any parties either. Good. You drinking at all? A drink at week at most. Under what circumstances? Having a drink with my boss after work? Okay, just be careful. That's a very Japanese thing. Like, drinking culture is really big in Japan. You're like expected to like hang out with your coworkers and go drinking, which is another reason I would not survive in Japan. One, I don't drink; it all tastes like rubbing alcohol to me. And two, I have coworkers. My coworkers are not my friends. I'm sorry. That is the cold, hard reality of life. There might be like one or two coworkers I would actually call like friends outside the context of work, but I leave all elements of work behind me when I go home for the day. No exceptions. There's a lot of alcoholics in the family. I love you, Mom. Thank you. I brought this up, by the way. Do you remember Ryuichi from your high school class? Vaguely. Barely talked to the guy, but he seemed nice enough. He died via alcohol poisoning this week. That kid seems super straight edge. He wouldn't even drink soda because it was too unhealthy. How? College hazing. Must have wanted to look cool or something. Just don't do that, okay? You're plenty cool already. Thank you. You too, Mom. I mean, Mom cared about me a lot, but it's nice hearing it directly. I feel more empathetic now. Mom sends the rest of the call warning me about the dangers of alcohol consumption. Interesting. I'm just like, that is interesting. Like, there's actually been really interesting studies done on things like how smoking and drinking influence your genetic lineage's propensity to adopt addictive behaviors. It's actually really fascinating. If you have a family history, you should look into it. Let's do a little bit of intelligence studying. Yeah. Alright, HP is getting low. Oh, I think we can help Maya now. I think now is our chance. I just got a text from Maya. Hey, now you have a bunch of new applicants for a unit. I don't know who to take, so maybe you could help me with this. Please respond when you can. We're going over some housing regulations in my Yotenshi civics class. I should be able to help Maya with this no problem. I call Maya and she picks up immediately. Hey, now did you get my text? I did. Do you need my help right now? It'd be nice. Are you available right now? Yeah, I should be. My hand launches itself through my balcony door, curls around me, and pulls me out with no warning. When she just like crouched down, waiting for me to call her. I don't know if Naoya's really unobservant or if Maya moves like a ninja despite her physique. It could be either. Thank you so much for helping me with this. Maya hugs me close to her cheek. Don't mention it. My heart is still racing a mile a minute. Just warn me next time you abduct me from my apartment. Will do. Maya enters her house, sits down on the couch, and puts me in her lap. It's a tower of beige folders resting beside us. It's almost as tall as Maya. Alrighty. Maya sighs and smacks her cheeks twice. Ready to do this. Let's rock. Yeah. Maya slides 3 folders off the top and opens one of them. I have 3 possible tenants for that unit we cleaned out a while ago. Wait, what? I thought you said a tenant already moved in. I did. They apparently found a better offer last minute. Aw. Anyway, this one's a student at Yoten U. Single, no criminal background, no complaints from previous neighbors. Good credit score, too. That seems like a perfect candidate. Only problem is he's a drummer. I take it he wants to move his drum kit into the apartment with him. Oh, yeah. Who else do we have? Can you discriminate on those grounds? Like, I guess if there's a noise ordinance in the city, maybe you could, but, like, that's interesting. I don't know what the legalese on that is. That is interesting, actually. The other one's an ex-con. My whole body winces. What did he do? Assault with a deadly weapon. 3 separate... Oh, no. Apparently he's reformed himself, though. Hasn't had a run into the law at all since his release and is going to work every day. That could just mean he hasn't been caught. Maya sighs. This is true. What's wrong? I'm conflicted. I don't want the guy living on the streets, but I don't want to put my other tenants at risk. If he goes cuckoo again, there'll be blood on my hands. Did you get to meet this guy in person? I did. Didn't give off any weird vibes. Yeah, but they don't oftentimes. Like, people actually knew, like, John Wayne Gacy on a personal basis, and they were all like, oh, he didn't strike me as the guy who would be crazy and start killing people left and right. Like, they learn how to blend in. And here's the thing about recidivism rates. Going to prison usually makes them worse. Like, here's an unpleasant reality is, like, surviving in prison is a violent affair that usually means that you align yourself with a gang in order to survive. So you actually become more likely to recur than someone who's never been put in prison before. So, like, yeah, this guy is a ticking time bomb. I know, like, there's going to be those bleeding hearts in the comments. Ah, Snek, how dare you say that? I knew so-and-so. Yeah, I'm talking about broad general statistics here, people. Look it up. The facts are out there. None of that family who trashed my apartment. It's your property at the end of the day. You don't have to rent it out to anyone you don't want to. True. There are certain legalese around that. I don't know how absolute that saying is. Maya seems troubled. Naya, do you feel people can change? Here's the thing. This is the prompt that's actually going to give me pause for thought, because both of these statements can be true, but there's an asterisk next to most of them. And the asterisk is usually the other statement. People can change, but on the whole, they generally don't. Now, that being said, generally people don't change, but they can. Like, this is actually giving me like I think of all prompts, like this is the one that's given me like serious philosophical discussion here, because I'm just like, I believe both of these statements to some extent. It's like, can they? Yeah. Do they? Not usually. But at the same time, the reverse is true. Like I said, like, there are people who make mistakes, make genuine, honest mistakes, and they turn things around, and they come back a much better person for their mistakes. In fact, people generally learn more from mistakes than they do from their success. And that's just a general rule of life. But it's also true that inertia is a thing, even in day-to-day life. People typically put themselves on a path, and they stay on the path because it's what they know, and what they know is what they like. So, yeah, you can divert the snowball's path once it gets rolling down the hill, but it gets harder the longer you wait. If I had to say one or the other for sure, I think people can change is the more honest answer. Saying people don't means that 100% of the time they don't. That trajectory is set forever. Can, it means they have the potential to, whether they act on it or not. So that's my rationale. I will say people can change. I think people can change. As people learn and experience new things, they broaden their horizons and their values tend to change. It's a normal part of growing up. Do you believe everyone can change? That's a bit trickier. I think trying to better yourself is difficult. It requires discipline and care for other people. Two things that are often in short supply. If you don't care about others or the future, what incentive is there to improve? Yeah, I know what you mean. Giving someone the benefit of the doubt makes you feel more empathetic. Yeah, but it's a balancing act. We have pattern-seeking brains for good reason. You see it over and over and over again, then yeah, sometimes it's better to be honest than it is to be optimistic. But on the whole, there's too many stories of people turning their life around and righting the ship before it's too late for anyone to say that it's outright impossible, you know? What about you? Do you think people can change? I think people do, but not from their own choices. Time changes us all, and not necessarily for the better, really. Oftentimes, I feel like a child piloting an adult's body. Yeah, I've gotten a lot more timid as I've gotten older. Staying up late isn't fun for me anymore either. You, timid? You're a class 5 giant. What could you be scared of? Falling in love again. My entire body cringes. Doesn't matter how big or strong someone gets, the heart will always remain a fickle mistress. Can't argue with that. Maya shakes her head. No more being negative Nancy's. Maya closes the folder and opens a third. Let's view this potential tenant instead. Maya stares down at the applicant's photo. It's a picture of an older gentleman with a nicely trimmed mustache and salt and pepper hair. Background looks clean as a whistle, and his income is nice to boot. Looks really trustworthy too, almost like a grandpa. Maya closes the folder before I can read the rest of it. What's wrong? I don't want to choose that tenant. Why not? Was he rude to you? Not at all. He was a perfect gentleman. His previous landlord said nothing but good things about him, too. Then what's the problem? Maya sighs. He reminds me too much of my hubby. Oh, come now. Don't you think that's a little ridiculous? Absolutely. I know it's dumb. I know it's immature, but I can't stop myself from feeling this way. What if you could? Go on. What if you accept him and just interact with him? It could be completely unlike your ex. You see, like exposure therapy. Exactly. Must get a nice quiet tenant out of it. Fine. I don't want to, but I know I should. We really need to get you back in the dating scene. That's rich coming from you, Mr. Virgin. Hey, I'm a virgin by choice, not by circumstance. What kind of very young man would be virgin by choice? Stick it in crazy. There's a lot of crazy in my generation. Ooh, that is hashtag relatable. I'll tell you guys a fun story. We're 30 minutes in. It doesn't matter anymore. Back when I was in college, a friend of mine needed a ride to pick up some papers from her classes. And her car was in the shop, so I was like, okay, yeah, cool, I can drive you down there, no problem. So we go. Along the way, she's like, we're going to meet a friend of mine for lunch. And I was like, neat. And she does the friend thing, you know the thing. But she's like, she's fun, she's cute, she's nice, you're going to really like her. She's building her up, you know, she's doing that thing. So we arrive, and her friend is flirting with me. And she is flirting with me so obviously that I, of all people, I am consciously aware that she is flirting with me, which is rare. Let's just say, let's go with rare. So it goes really well. I get her phone number. There seems to be some chemistry happening. On the way home, my dear friend turns to me and goes, oh yeah, by the way, she's a raging alcoholic. She's been off her meds for months. Oh, and she's technically a felon because she actually went after one of her ex-boyfriends with a knife. The information that I would like to have known before meeting her. So yeah, needless to say, that phone number didn't get any use. Good on you. That's actually very responsible of you. We don't need any more single mamas. Thank you. But getting back to you. Why haven't you dated anyone lately? I told you, I'm stunned over my hubby. It wouldn't be fair. Okay, but you don't have to go out with a guy to marry him. You just have some drinks or go bowling. Maybe go to a museum or see a movie. Anything. I'd love to, but I've been really busy lately. Doing what? These applications, of course. Maya vigorously pats the stack of papers. If you were busy with them, the stack wouldn't be so high. You should have seen the stack before I invited you over. Your face is telling me that you don't mean that, Maya. That was about at least 600 applications. 600. Yep. May I see them? No. I pinch the bridge of my nose and laugh. Can I at least help you make a dating profile? A what? The dating profile, like on dating apps. Oh, isn't that a thing youngsters use to get laid? They're not just used for hookups. They're also used to meet people for dates or just make friends. Ooh, fancy. Have you ever met anyone on there? Well, no. But I'm a guy. It's way easier for women to get dates on these things. Ain't that the truth? I'm sorry. Look, dating in my generation is hosed. I feel really bad for you guys who are younger than me. I'm just saying. It's probably, like, I hate to give you a black pill here, but statistics say that everyone stopped watching anyway. Your generation has it worse than mine. It is significantly worse for you guys than it is for, like, Itaku and me. Just saying. Even a Christmas cake like me, you worry too much. Christmas cakes are tasty year-round. That's also that's a Japanese thing. The big tradition is you eat Christmas, you celebrate Christmas with a cake, and then after Christmas, the cake is considered like old. So the term Christmas cake is an unmarried woman over 25-ish, and really applying on up. And for you older ladies out there who are concerned, which is like 0% of my viewer base, if my analytics are correct, there is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with older ladies. Just saying. Alright, I trust you. Maya takes her phone out of her pocket and rests it beside me on her lap. It's twice my height and 5 times my width. She could crush me with it. Show me the way, oh love wizard. Maya unlocks her phone, revealing that her home screen is her and her ex-husband. She looks like about 10 years younger and is a whole head shorter than him. That's unfortunately the worst thing about her phone. There's nothing really fancy or funny about the rest of her screen. She's only got one page of apps, and it's all the default ones the phone comes with. I'd love to see her computer, though. It's probably infected with a bunch of viruses and has at least 12 toolbars. Oh, no. The worst part is, now he is probably completely correct. Okay, just go to the App Store. It's a blue icon with a little fruit on it. My finger presses the icon and enters the store. Search Kaiju Dating. Why Kaiju Dating? It's a dating app specifically for giant women and men looking for giant women. Oh, so there wouldn't be any problems if I started growing again. Nope. In fact, that might be a plus for some dudes. Good to know. Maya downloads the app and opens it. Alrighty, what am I doing here? First off, list your likes and your dislikes. Like baking, reading, bad movies. Please don't say adventures. Please don't say adventures. Oh, I love adventures too. Every woman says they like adventures until you want to build an offshore mercenary base there near the Achilles. Okay, I have another story. So, about a year and some change ago, I re-entered the dating scene, and I downloaded a bunch of dating apps, like 4 of the really big ones and like 1 of the more niche ones. And which ones I will not tell you. I'm not on any of them anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I will say, ladies, your profiles all read exactly the damn same. It's always, I love adventure, I love travel, I love music, and I'm like, congratulations, you have described 99.9% of the species. Would you like to specify literally anything at all? And they don't. None of them do. It's really the Buzz Lightyear meme where he's in the box in Toy Story 2 and like there's a whole shelf full of Buzz Lightyear toys and they all think they're actually a space ranger. It really is. It felt like that a lot. And also, like, dating apps are so freaking sketch these days. One of them was like, oh, we'll limit how many you can see a day for women who are in your country, but you can view the international library of profiles unlimited. I'm like, is this a visa scam? What are you doing? And then, like, one of them was also just, like, super bizarre, and it just... I forget which one. Like, there was one I tried, and, like, it wouldn't let you just like a profile. You had to like a specific picture or comment or, like, text block on the profile for it to try to match you. It was super weird, awkward, and unintuitive. The one I tried Bumble, the one where women had to answer to communicate first. And let's just say women don't send the first message if you are as ugly as me and not rich enough to compensate for that fact. See, I'm like a 2 out of 10. So, yeah, that app would have pretty much sat there collecting dust the entire time. Yeah, I hate dating apps. They suck. And I can't say that I don't recommend them, but let's just say that I'm not exactly their biggest cheerleader either. I don't know. I've heard people who've had success stories, but I feel like they gotta be the minority of cases. They don't make money if you're not on the app, and you're not on the app if it actually works out for you. So it seems a little self-defeating, right? Bar hopping. Why can't I put 5 likes? Because you're a basic member. If you want to put more likes, you have to pay them a premium fee. Yep. That's always the asterisk, isn't it? Those robber barons, I'm not paying them a single yen. Well, you don't have to. Let's put your deal breakers now. Let's see, what do I even hate? I can't think of anything. Besides, I don't think it's smart to put any dislikes. I don't want people to think I'm a Debbie Downer. You're okay with dating smokers? No, 1,000 times no! Based, Maya. So Maya put smoking as one of her deal breakers. What if he's already a father? I would like to date a virgin. I think it's normal for men my age to already have kids. And the kids they would already have would be adults, so I wouldn't have to raise them. Wait, girls like it when guys are virgins? Oh yeah! Nothing better than... Nope. I was wrong. This is the thumbnail for this episode. Oh, I wasn't ready. Why? He's all confident within a few minutes from inexperience. Then you spoil him and get him under your thumb. And even if he leaves, you'll always be his benchmark for all his later encounters. And you know that none of them will ever be as good as you. This woman is dangerous. You're okay with dating fathers. Dilfs are cute. That should be all caps, I think. Does a man need to be a dad to be a dilf? Of course, it's in the name. By that logic, you're not a MILF. No, but I can be. I'm not out of eggs, I think. But open to dating men with children and previously married men. Should I say that I'm divorced? Just put single, you'll get more matches that way. Understandable. Maya lists herself as single. Alright now, what ages are you comfortable dating? My oldest, I'd say 50. I like a little salt and pepper. So your youngest, Maya glances over to me. How old are you? 20. 20 it is. That was about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the kneecaps. Maya, are you secretly a cougar who's in denial? Maya puts her dating age range between 20 and 50. Alright, so here comes the most difficult part, the bio. Can't be that bad. You have 300 characters to describe yourself. 300? I'm such a complex woman. I can't truncate myself to a mere 300 characters. Yeah, it's because most women on dating apps just put ask smiley face, and that's just such an immediate hard no, because if you're that boring an individual that I need to ask, it really speaks volumes to the content of who you are. Gotta try. Maya picks up her phone and texts furiously for a few seconds before erasing everything and starting over. She does this 3 more times. Oh yeah, help me, I don't know what to put. What are your dating goals? Are you just looking to have fun, or are you looking to remarry? I don't know. I just want friends. You don't have any friends? It's hard to maintain friendships as you get older. It's even harder to make new ones. We're not friends? What? No, of course we're friends. Okay, so you have one friend. Guess so. Thanks. Want me to write it for you, if you don't mind. Alright, let's type it out for me. I am very small. Deal. Let's see. Think for a moment. Maya types out, let's see. No, erase that. Types out, erase that. Maya. Maya types out Maya before erasing everything. This is a review from her tenant. Maya is the best landlady I've ever met. She's kind, gives me a discount on my rent, and makes absolutely delicious food. She's as sweet and soft as she can be, and can hold her liquor like no one else. If you like bad movies, big hugs, and long walks on the beach, DM her immediately. How's that look? It's very sweet. Thank you. What do we do now? Now we upload photos of you. That makes sense. Should it be just any old photo? It should be something candid, something that shows off who you really are. I don't have any photos of me. Seriously? You don't have a single selfie? Ah, so Maya's like me then. I'm always the photographer. I'm behind the camera, never in front. Why would I need to take a selfie? I know what I look like. Fair enough. Still, it can't be that hard. Maya raises her phone and takes a string of selfies in various poses. What do you think? Maya shows her phone to me. Wow, these photos are fantastic. The composition is excellent, the framing is perfect, and the poses are all varied and equally cute. Whoa, these look professionally done. Thanks, I was in the photography club back in high school. Damn, Maya is a woman of hidden depths. Good to know I still got it. I had no idea. Do you still take photos? Nah, nothing's really inspired me lately. Understandable. I'll take another look at the photos. Still feel like we're missing something. The photos are nice, but it's missing some spice. What do you recommend? Something cute, something funny. Honestly, with Maya, I think something funny makes way more sense. Like, I think Maya's plenty cute, but I have particular tastes. I have tastes that has made me very good friends of John Raccoon and the devs of A Whole Lot to Love, let's just say. Just saying. I'm gonna go with something funny. That seems like the correct way to go. You need a funny outfit. Something that shows off your sense of humor. Something that puts men at ease, makes you more approachable. Do you have anything that would do that? I got just the thing. Maya puts you down on the couch and stands up. Don't you go anywhere. Maya disappears deeper into the house. Aha, there you are. There's something unzipped, something big. Just gotta get in and... could have sworn this fit last week. Yes, get bigger. Damn, now, yeah. Little bit of self-control, dude. Come on, girls, get into costume. Much better. Zip. Alright, now, yeah, afraid not. Here I come. When I comes back to the den and... Ta-da! Mrs. Weenie reporting for... I knew it was gonna be something really weird, but I wasn't ready, and that's just great. damn it, now I have too many good choices for thumbnails for this week's video. It's not even fair. This one might take the cake, though, I'll be honest. I immediately pinch the bridge of my nose and start laughing. I look up at Maya again. The mere sight of her only makes me laugh harder and harder. Naya, are you okay? I've fallen onto my back without kicking my feet. I'm still laughing. My stomach hurts and I can barely breathe. I'm still laughing. My face grows hot and I fear I may die. And yet I am still laughing. Fortunately, Maya starts laughing too. Naya, hurry up, take the photos. I will. My arms are trembling, my vision's blurry from tears. Somehow I managed to raise my phone and open the camera app. Say cheese, Mrs. Weenie. Maya does an adorable pose. Cheese. So I managed to take a series of photos out choking on my own laughter. I keep laughing and laughing and laughing. I begin to fear for my own life. Living on the edge like this makes me more courageous. That's one way of looking at it now, yeah. After a little photo op, Maya changes back into her regular clothes and sits back on the couch and puts you back in her lap. Thanks for helping me out with that now, yeah. Don't know what I had done without you. Don't mention it. Do I have to add anything else to this profile? Yep, your height and age. Alrighty, 52 meters. Alright, it's done. You're not going to put your age. I said it's done. Yes, ma'am. You should be done now. Publish that bad boy. Yay, thank you now, yeah. She does just that. What do I do now? The app will show you profiles one by one. If you like what you see, swipe right. If you're not interested, swipe left. That sounds easy. Maya puts the phone away. Thanks again for helping me. You're not going to do it now? Nope. Maya pats the stack of folders next to her. Need to finish going through these. Ah, right, the thing I came here to do in the first place. Maya and I resume looking at applicants. Can you make me dinner again tonight? I'm craving pasta. Only you promise to bring a girlfriend next time you have dinner, okay? Does it have to be a girlfriend or only just a date? Girlfriend. You need to get out more. I'm sure you can get a girlfriend if you put your mind to it. Deal? Yay, let me know all about her, okay? I'm sure she'll be super cute. Well, she is. She's really tall. She has blue hair, glasses, and knockers that could literally kill a man if she turned around too fast. As Maya and I continue perusing pages, I wreck my brain trying to think of who to bring over. Can't bring Yu because she'll be working at a restaurant. Can't bring Fuko because she would slip up and tell Maya that we aren't really dating. I'd love to bring in Fumi, but she's busy at cheer practice and deciding to join the KDF. That leaves only one option. Oh god. If I need to bring June over, I'll have to grow closer to her. I'll also need to work on my charisma to convince Maya that June and I are actually together. This will be rough, but it'll all be worth it with some home-cooked pasta. Alright, I have been issued a challenge. Okay, this week we're going to rest because my HP is getting abysmally low. Yeah, let's use our Saturday and make some friends. Almost an hour just searching, I managed to find... Oh, this was the event that I... Okay, when I was replaying back to get my save file back where it should be, I didn't actually bother interacting with people very much until after the ship event. So this is actually the same event we've already done. So can I just... Yeah, we're going to control ahead. So we're going to do the same things we did before. I'm so sorry, Fuko. I did not mean to neglect you. Okay, it does take a little HP to be sociable, but let's take only about 10. So... yeah, I was about to say, your chances to fail go up so fast when you start getting your HP lowered. So, whoops. I actually did not mean to do that. So I'm talking about your chances to fail go up really, really fast. You know, let's go make friends. Spend time with the Fumi, I feel a bit closer to her. Okay, so that one doesn't... Okay, so they're not all going to be, like, full, fleshed-out events. Sometimes it's just us hanging out and doing friendly things, like inhaling whole cheeseburgers. Alright, well, I mean, I have been challenged. Let's really go for some cookies right now. Really, really go for some cookies right now. I would commit crimes to get a cookie. Some really heinous acts, unspeakable deeds, all for some cookies. You see if GSU has a bake sale going on. Head over to Jotun U's Ring Road. Every club uses the road for fundraising activities. Well, almost every club. Fuko still hasn't held a fundraiser. So far, I've already seen one club selling lemonade, one selling spam musubi, and another selling boba. I hear the club drinks are good, but I've never bought any of them personally. They're just too big for me. Now, if I remember correctly, the bake sale should be in front of the Humanities building. I soon see June sitting behind a massive table. I can't see what's on the table because I'm too small, but it smells amazing. Chocolate, cinnamon, apple, even a little bit of oatmeal. The entire area smells like a bakery. There's 5 giants crowded around the stand. June looks pretty happy manning the booth, too. I soon make it under the booth and approach June's foot. It's wider than I am tall. I climb over her toes and sit on her foot. Oi, June! I pat her foot. I'm here, lift me up. Still no response. Can she not feel me? Maybe she's busy with some customers. I wait for a while for the crowd to disperse for calling her phone. McCoy, she picks up within 1.5 rings. Hey, Pipsqueak, what's up? I'm on your foot. Can you pick me up? I want to see what you have for sale. For sure, going up. June hangs up, scoops me off her foot, and puts me onto the table. There you go. Whoa. Moves onto the field of treats before me. Cookies, cupcakes, brownies, miniature pies. Well, miniature for giant students. The pies are bigger than I am. How much are these? Minimum 300 yen per treat. Minimum. It's a fundraiser. You're allowed to give as much as you want. Ah, I see. June proudly nods. So, what do you want? Hey, all sound good. I'll be honest. I have a weakness for bakeries myself. He did say specifically he was craving cookies. Yeah, you know what? Chocolate chip cookie does sound good. 2 chocolate chip cookies, please. Reach up and hand June a 1,000 yen. Coming right up. June puts the cash into a box and hands me 2 cookies that are bigger than me. You sure you can eat all that? Second one isn't for me, it's for you. Oh, thank you for your donation. June swipes one of the cookies away and takes a bite out of it. I tear off a crumb and take a bite as well. It's more salty than sweet, but not that that's a bad thing. Not that that's a bad thing. The texture's so weird, though. It's so crumbly. It's almost like a shortbread cookie. That's not a problem. I love me some shortbread. I've never had a cookie like this before. Everything okay, Pipsqueak? I swallow the crumb and look up at June. Yeah, why do you ask? You look like you're deep in thought. Do the cookies taste okay? Oh yeah, they taste great. The taste is great. The saltiness and sweetness balance each other out perfectly. Thank you. How much would you rate them out of 10? About an 8. June nods proudly. Glad to hear it. June's cookies taste so nostalgic. Each bite transports me back to my childhood. For some reason, I feel more empathetic after eating her cookies. Who made these, by the way? Yours truly. Oh, really? All of them? Mm-hmm. June nods. I load each and every one of those bad boys with protein powder. Delicious and nutritious. I don't know what to say to that. June takes a cupcake and starts licking icing off the frosting. Wait, what? Did I read that right? Licking off the frosting. I'm just stupid. Don't mind me. You baked all these last night. Sure did. Did anyone help you? Nope. Why didn't you call me? I would have been more than happy to help. I appreciate it, but what could you have done to help? You don't bake. That's true, but my landlady could have helped. Please, a picture like her wouldn't be able to lift any of the ingredients. What are you talking about? My landlady's a class 4 giantess. Class 4? How tall is... You know Maya. Well, she may not know that Maya's my landlady, to be fair. 52 meters, 50... June grits her teeth. Damn, good for her. Why did you assume my landlady was tiny? June shrugs. I don't know, just seemed to make sense. Anyway, why didn't you introduce us earlier? You didn't ask. I didn't know she was huge. Next time you meet a class 4 or a bigger giant, you gotta introduce me. Why? GSU needs more power if it's really gonna take off. June raises her hand and clinches it with a cocky grin. There's nothing more powerful than class 4 and 5 giants. Fair enough. My landlady likely doesn't even agree with the GSU. That's fine. June shrugs. Even if she doesn't agree with us, I'd still like to just hang out with her and talk with her. About what? World domination. That's not even funny, man. After a few minutes, Hifumi wanders onto the scene. Her hair is all out of whack and she looks a little sweaty. Must just come from cheerleading practice. Hey, Tiny! Hifumi keeps walking right past the stand as if we don't exist. I cut my hands around my mouth. Hifumi, over here! Hifumi turns towards us and approaches the table. How the hell did she hear you, but not me? Junie, you were calling me tiny? Of course I was. I'm not tiny, I'm almost 20 meters tall. That's tiny to me. June pokes Hifumi's cheek. You're barely half my height. June does have a point. Only Hifumi's head and shoulders lie above the table. She does look pretty small next to June. Yeah, for now. Just you wait, in a year or two I'll be bigger than you. June hesitates for a moment for reaching over the counter and picking Hifumi up. Somehow I keep forgetting how strong June is. Hifumi has to weigh at least 70 metric tons at this. We know her exact weight, actually. And yeah, that's pretty close to right. June just picks her up and swings her around like she's nothing. Uh-huh, sure you will. June cackles. Junie, what are you doing? Weenie starts struggling against June's grip, but laughs while doing so. Put me down. She's having a great time. And thinks the upskirt shot, so am I. Wow, now, yeah. Or else what? What's a little girl like you gonna do about it? I'll bully you when I get bigger. My thumb will be bigger than you. I'll crush you under my heel. You'll be so tiny you won't be able to feel you squirming against me. I won't even be able to see you. You'd probably be nothing more than a speck to me. There's not a hint of malice behind Hifumi's words. Her eyes are burning with the intensity of 1,000 suns. I don't know who's having more fun here, June or Hifumi. Words don't intimidate giants, little one. June swings Hifumi around as if she were a plushie. You have to try a little harder to intimidate the great. Hifumi turns to me. Now, yeah, jump down June's pants. What? Why do you... Hifumi, why do you do this stuff to me? What? I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty... This has the potential to be extremely funny. I can't not do it. Aye, aye, Captain. I salute starts sprinting across the table towards June. No. You stay right there. Nope, I'm going in. Just before I jump towards her, June scrambles away from the table so she saw a cockroach flying at her. She let go of Hifumi and is covering her waist with her arms. Hifumi lands gracefully and strikes a pose as if they are part of her cheer routine. And she sticks the landing. Sneaky little runts, you win this round. I feel closer to Hifumi now. Hifumi ends a 1,000 yeet field and bailed to June. Can I get 2 cookies? Now you told me they're super good. Sure. But the bill in the box gives Hifumi 2 cookies that are each the size of her head. I'm not sure a time like you could. I blink and one of the cookies disappears. Hifumi's lips has a little bit of chocolate on it, but if it weren't for that, there'd be no evidence that cookie ever existed. How did you even do that? I gotta say, June has some of the more entertaining interpersonal reactions with Hifumi and Maya in particular. June leans back and just watched a snake swallow a goat whole. I blink again and the other cookie disappears. Don't question it, Hifumi just has a crazy appetite. Do you want any more? Hifumi licks the chocolate off her lips. I do, but I really shouldn't. Hifumi pats her chest. I've been putting on a lot of weight lately. Wouldn't want these girls to grow again and mess up any of my cheer routines. June's jaw clenches as her eyes hone in on Hifumi. Hifumi struck a nerve, and she knows it. Those cookies are totes amazing, though. Can you send me the recipe? Sure thing. Yay, thank you, Junie. Hifumi walks around the table to hug Junie around the waist. Beep, 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 beep. Eh? Hifumi checks her phone. Shoot! Hifumi lets go of June and starts texting maniacally. What's wrong? Coach is hosting an emergency meeting. Why? What happened? There's been rumors going around that some of the cheerleaders have been smuggling drugs into Jotun. Turns out the rumors were true. But I had nothing to do with it, I swear. Hifumi starts running off and waving goodbye to us. Good luck on the bake sale, though. Thanks for the cookies, Junie. Glad you liked them, Hifumi. June waves Hifumi goodbye. Make good choices now, yeah. I can make no promises on that. I wave Hifumi goodbye, too. Wait, what do you mean by that? It's no use. Hifumi disappears behind the engineering building before my words can reach her. And she's gone. So, question. Answer. You don't think I was too abrasive with the teasing, do you? What? Nah, Hifumi loves teasing. She wanted you to stop, she'll tell you flat out. Good to know. Question. Answer. Why did you tease her? I don't know, just whenever I see someone smaller than me, I get this urge to tease them. I get that. You do? Oh yeah, I used to tease Hifumi for being short all the time. Really? How tall did she used to be? She was like 145 centimeters in junior high. Holy crap, that's small. I would have been teasing her right alongside you. Yeah, don't worry. Hifumi can take whatever she dishes out. She's a good sport. I'll keep that in mind. Another question. Nope, sorry. If you want another question, you have to donate to the club. I throw a 500 yen coin to June, but it doesn't even travel across a fraction of the table. Your donation is appreciated. June scrapes the coin off the table and into the box. You may now redeem your question. You seem a lot less hostile when it's just the two of us. Why is that? What do you mean by that? When I first met you, you gave off this super menacing aura. I thought you were going to step on me completely unprovoked. Oh, I didn't know I was so scary. June's lips curl upwards. She's proud of that fact. You're super domineering when you're at GSU meetings, or when Hifumi's around. You're super nice when it's just the two of us. Why is that? I don't know. June rubs her arm. Does me being so aggressive upset you? No, both June personas are cute. I just wonder what causes it. I think it's just an example of worlds colliding. What do you mean? Let me think. June snaps her fingers, creating enough force to blow me back a little bit. Do you talk to me the same way you talk to your mom? Yeah? Seriously? No, nah. Don't scare me like that. But anyway, do you talk to me the same way you talk to your professor? No, I'm a lot more formal with my professor. Exactly. Now, Do you think you're putting on a show or lying to your professor? Do you feel as if you're presenting them with a false version of yourself? Nope, I just think it's proper to be a little more respectful around superiors. Exactly, June nods. Everyone acts a little differently depending on the circumstances they're in and who they're with. Absolutely true. It's like a mask you put on for different situations, a persona, if you will. You're taking intro to psych, aren't you? Perhaps. Interesting. Now let me ask you something. June slides the donation box within throwing distance of me. I sigh, but throw another 5 yen coin into the smile. Thank you. Which June is the real June? The June at the GSU meetings or the June I'm talking to right now? June taps her chin. Neither. The real June is the two of them put together. Ah, you're an athlete and a philosopher. Rare breed in this day and age. They're not the only two parts of me. The sick little girl in the hospital bed's part of me, too. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Enough about me. I got a question for you. I held out my hand. You want a high five or something? The Temple of Naoya demands tithe in exchange for questions. All right. June tosses me a 100 yen coin with uncanny accuracy. I glare down at the coin and up at June. June continues smirking down at me. Your donation is much appreciated. I pocket the coin. Ask her your question. Do you use the same persona for talking with me and Hifumi? Crap. Honestly, I don't think I've been disingenuous with any other girls. I think I'm still just being kind of a goofball with everyone. I understand the validity of what she's asking here, but it's really, like, do you interact with your male friends the same way you interact with your female friends? I don't think people do. It's hard to say with any real accuracy, though. I don't think I really treat them differently. But then again, I might be the worst judge of myself. That's really hard to say. Why is this update giving me so many, like, weirdly philosophical approaches? Like, if I would say they're different, like, how? I don't really think I'm all that different, to be honest. Okay, I actually had to stop and think about this. I'm gonna say I use the same, because, like, I don't think I'm treating any of the girls differently. Like, Naoya's kind of a goofball, so I'm kind of acting like a goofball in return. But I don't, like, yeah, I have my favorites, but I don't think I'm treating any of them unfairly or particularly differently in this context. Like, yeah, obviously I would address the teacher differently, but not them. I think I use the same persona. Seriously? Why? I don't know, just feels right. Comfortable around both of you, so I guess that's why I use the same persona. Aw, thank you. Preemptively throw the 100 yen coin back into June's cash box. I got one more question for you. Lay it on me. Why are you so curious about only Hifumi? What do you mean? You never asked me questions about Yu Yu, Maya, or Fuko. Only Hifumi. Why? She's the incredible ever-growing giant. She's the talk of the town. Who wouldn't be interested in her? Wait a second. Are you jealous of Hifumi? What? You are, aren't you? You're jealous that she's still growing. Yep, totally jealous of that. Though jealous is a bit too strong of a word. I'd definitely love to keep growing too, but I don't hate her for it. Fair, I nod. Is size envy a big thing among giants? You have no idea. Size envy is a thing among women, period. I'm an hour in, I think I can go ahead and say that. You know those Western memes comparing 5'11 guys to 6' guys? Yep, imagine that, but way worse. Most giants don't like their size. Some think they're too big and others think they're too small. I mean, the grass is always greener, right? That's something you and Hifumi have in common, then. June smiles. That's good. June's eyes shift behind me. Whoa, 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 what do you think you're doing? June stomps over to the other side of the table and lifts one of the students up by the collar. I turn around and see two students setting up a table and a flag. They're both around a head shorter than June. The flag reads GSO. We're just setting up a boba sale here. You have a permit from the school to do so. Tough, take your booth somewhere else. I don't need you taking away money from the GSU. We're not taking away money from you. Global market and baked goods market are separate. We're not competing with you. Too bad, move it. June, calm down. Why are you getting so upset? June turns to me. They're part of the Giantess student organization. They're a bunch of self-loathing giants that crave tiny approval. We are not. The student rests her hand on her chest. I don't hate my height. I just don't believe that height makes right. Your club still wants to eradicate all giants. The student sighs and looks at me. Her face says that she's heard all these accusations before and has grown very tired. Can you please control your girlfriend? June's cheeks flush pink. How dare you? Every penny that goes to your club helps fund research that's trying to wipe us out. The student turns back to June. The research our clubs are pursuing are two sides of the same coin. The same tech that can find a cure for giantism can also be used to make giants even bigger. June slowly lowers the student and dusts her off. If that is true, I apologize. June narrows her eyes. But don't call it a cure. Not everyone likes being a giant. Please keep that in mind. I raise my hand. The student turns to me. Yes? How much for a boba? The student smiles. 500 yen. I'll take one. Thank you. The student pulls out a cup of pink boba from an ice chest and puts it on the table next to me. The cup's at least 4 times my height. Thank you. Toss a coin into her hands. The student shakes her head. No, thank you. She smiles down at me with tired eyes. Every yen donated brings me one step closer to going home. June winces upon hearing that. She returns to the GSO table and resumes setting it up. June remains standing there, menacingly. June, behave yourself. There's no need to fight with your sisters. June takes a deep breath. I'm sorry. GSO students look bewildered. I know our club disagree on specifics, but we shouldn't fight. I agree. Thank you for understanding. That being said, size equality is a dumb ideology for dummies. June turns and returns back to her seat. The GSO student waves to June. Good luck on your bake sale. Yeah. June turns to me. What the hell were you thinking buying from them? It's not for me. It's for you. What makes you think I'd want that? You look thirsty. June takes the boba and starts sipping it. Shut up. June Julie pushes me over with her finger. Did GSO do anything to you personally? Nah, we just keep losing members to them. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because the GSO has a more welcoming mission statement? I think it's because a lot of giants are cowards. June's already guzzled down half of her drink. They're afraid of change. They're afraid to inherit the Earth. Maybe the GSU is afraid of change. June glares down at me. I'm just saying. I shrug. If the GSU keeps losing members of the GSO must be doing something right. You can't just threaten people. You have to win over their hearts and minds, too. How do you suggest we do that? How about instead of just saying we deserve to rule the world, explain why that's a good thing? Make sure everyone knows how and why your ideology would help improve their lives. Not a bad idea. Some time passes and our fundraisers continue without incident. Barely any snacks on our table remain. The sun begins to set. A student from the GSO approaches our table. What do you want? I'd like to support your club. What do you recommend? June relaxes. Can't go wrong with the chocolate chip cookies. You really like chocolate. I recommend the sextuple fudge brownies. Sextuple? Is it chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate on chocolate then? How? What kind of chocolate lasagna have you created, June? If you're looking to build some muscle, I'd recommend the protein powder cupcakes. Student smiles back. I'll go with the chocolate chip. Places 1,000 yen bill in the money box and takes a cookie. Thank you very much. Would I can you change? Nope, you can keep it. Student bites it from her cookie. Hell yeah, what do you think? Pretty good. Student licks some of the straight chocolate off her lip. So heavy, though. Not that that's a bad thing. Yeah, protein powder will do that. But you said the cupcakes had protein powder. Whoops, the cupcakes had more protein. All of them have some powder in them. Good to know. Student giggles. Thank you again. June shakes her head. No, thank you. And, sorry about earlier. The GSO student smiles. Don't worry about it. All water under the bridge. May our clubs prosper together. Together. Within the hour, we finish selling all the baked goods and close up shop and start heading home. Thanks for helping out the bake sale today. I really appreciate it. Don't worry about it. I'm always down to hang out and help a friend. Let me know what the next fundraiser is. June nods. Will do. Oh yeah, the movie you mentioned a while back. It was called Mind Crush, right? Mind Break 4. Right, it's finally out. Think your man wants to see it? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? It's just a movie. It's currently banned in 30 countries. What? Yep. Apparently the gore was just a bit too realistic. There's even a lawsuit in Tokyo a week ago trying to get it removed from theaters. Some politician thought it was a legit snuff film that snuck its way past censors. Oh, this movie sounds heavier than expected. It's too late to back out now. Gotta look cool in front of June. Gonna need a lot of courage to sit through that film. See it before it's banned here too. Hell yeah. Guess I'll have to start working on my courage stat then. She drops me back in my bedroom and wishes me good night. You know what? This has been a weirdly heavy episode. Let's take a break here. I still love this game. I know I'm going through it at a snail's pace. I know you guys at home have probably like beaten this game 6 times over already. But you know what? This is going to be my little Zen garden game. This is something I'm going to visit through all the way to the end. I will figure out how to win Maya over. And I know there's other options and stuff, but that's what I have my heart set on. Anyway, thank you. Link, as always, in the description. Please go support them out. The Racco and Soft guys are awesome, and they are friends of the Tomodachi Bros, so we'd love to see you guys support them in any way possible. Anyway, this has been the Hipster Snek, and I'm going to see you guys next time.